I'm Dana Denha, and you're watching a spooktacular Halloween edition of FYI. We're here at Screamers Costumes at 15 and Gratiot here in Clinton Township to give you an anomaly here in Michigan, an all-year 365 days Halloween shop, horror merch, anything you can dream of. But this is more than just a shop because they have an actual horror museum that we're going to check out as well. Let's take a look.
Screamers Costumes started out as Holiday Giftland in Detroit, Michigan, a tiny little store on 8 Mile. And as a kid, I grew up in the neighborhood, and so I would hang around and buy little trinkets and Halloween stuff. I loved the store, and this was in the 70s. And I took over from 98 and have been running it since. Since then, we've had 5 different locations. We've been big, small. This location we've landed, and this is our largest location, 18 years at this spot. So yeah, it's evolved quite a bit since a 1,000 square foot store in Detroit, Michigan. When the store came up for sale, they were going to shut it down. And the funny story about that was all a big Italian family, and I'm an Irish kid from the neighborhood, and no one wanted it. So when it came up for sale, I'm like, I knew I had to have this. But I was seeing like further down the road, there was no money to be made. I just knew I loved it so much. I'm like, I'm gonna make this work. People thought I was crazy because no one really was doing Halloween all year then. We were kind of like the first ones. I had a lot of people question my sanity, including my mom. But I said, no, we're just gonna do Halloween all year. We're not gonna do any of the other stuff. When Scream movie was big, I kind of incorporated that with Screamers, and it just kind of stuck. It was a lot better than Holiday Giftland. So we jumped into the Halloween, the horror market 100%, feet first, spent every dime we had to get everything we could possibly get, and it kind of just worked out well for us. People were really getting on the Halloween bandwagon. It's a constant battle of trying to find new stuff, where we're going to find it. Is it homemade? Is it licensed? All of that comes into play. Thank God there's a lot of very crafty people making really cool stuff. That's what we kind of bank on, is finding the niche stuff. So it's really transformed the whole industry to a daily thing for us. Thank God, because this is our livelihood. This is what we do. So it's kind of worked out well for us, but we've definitely paid our dues. People really love Halloween year-round.
Well, we were just in Screamers Costume Shop, but now they have a new addition to the store, which is way more than just a place to buy horror merch and costumes. Check out Screamers Movie Killer Experience.
Masters! The Screamers Movie Killer Experience is a year-round, I call it more of like a museum, because there's a lot of museum quality items in here, where you can come in and just share the experience. So if you love horror movies and you just want to be a part of it, come in, walk around, take your time, go look at killer clowns, like all the little nuances in that display. We're not going to rush you through. You come in, it's open every weekend, it's going to be open all year round. It's really for the fans, made by fans of horror. Me and the owner Tim, are big horror movie fans. So we took what we loved and we wanted other people to share an experience in it. So you come in, you'll see like the register from House of 1,000 Corpses. The whole set behind me is based off Captain Spaulding. You'll come in, you'll see movie props, you'll see displays, the figures, the sets. Some have, interaction with sound.
You're gonna die up there.
Come and take pictures with your favorite horror movie characters. There's a lot of little stuff you'll see like in the cases and stuff, like Ed O'Neill's razor blade from Texas Chainsaw, which is signed. A lot of cool stuff like that.
Working with Brian can be a complete nightmare for the most part. No, I'm just kidding. We go back almost 30 years. We built really good haunted houses back in the day. Haunted attractions, pretty well known around Michigan. So that's what we did. And we stopped in 2010 because the times had changed. This one kind of came about because we've both been itching since 2010 to do something. And the neat thing about Screamer's horror movie experience is it takes everything we've done before, set-wise. We've built the Michael Myers house a million times. We've done different sets a million times because you would build the haunted house and then you would tear down the haunted house. That's the way it was in the old days. So this kind of combines that without it being a haunted house. For my love, and I think Brian would agree to this too, is the fun part is building the set and making it look as real as you can, like you're walking through a movie set.
Like we go. Looks like we go.
Took me a little over 6 months to do all this. Started with the Michael Myers house. We had Michael Myers the actor come out, and then we jumped to David Howard Thornton, played the Terrifier, came out. So then I built those sets, and then just from there I just continued building.
We share the same brain and strangeness, because even if we were to write it down or draw it up, he's thinking what I'm thinking and I'm thinking what he's thinking. And that's the way we've always worked well. Now, Brian is the one that does the artistic and the creative work. So his skill set is much better than mine when it comes to, we'll say that. So that's why we work together. The ideas are come up from both of us.
Most of the stuff it's like one-of-a-kind items. So it's not like you're gonna go and buy our Jason somewhere.
Did to him.
He was able to find a lot of really cool stuff, like, oh, we got a milk carton with Laddie on it from The Lost Boys, and these movies we've always loved. But you go back, like behind you is Tourist Trap, which is back from in the 70s. So there's old stuff like that. There's Freddy, Jason, the newer stuff like the new Pennywise, but underneath Pennywise we have Tim Curry's Pennywise.
Hi, Georgie.
We don't want to forget about him. We got the Tar Man, we got Halloween, Jason, The Exorcist. On top of the Michael Myers house, you'll see the Gremlins putting up the Christmas lights. Every space is utilized with a little things here and there.
You don't know me, but
You definitely want to take your time to check out.
I want to play a game.
Growing up, most kids were outside playing. On Saturdays and Sundays, I was at home watching horror movies on Creepshow and Sir Graves Ghastly. So those are my weekends, watching the old Hammer films, the old Universal films. So I mean, I've been loving this since I can remember. I had all the little toys.
Killer Clowns, they thought it was a crap movie from, back in the day. No one really loved it. I always loved it. But now you see, oh yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I'm like, yeah, I've been saying that for a long time.
My favorite was the one we built for the little pale girl, which was the Terrifier's table. I think my favorite now is where the Tar Man's at. You need the medical supplies, because I just love that movie. And the whole kind of scene over there, I just love it, how it all came together.
I would have to go with The Exorcist, because like the movie, we had to build everything, right? So it was a lot to come up with the exact set. Everything was built. We didn't buy a bed, we built the bed. So everything was built from the floor up.
I always go back to horror because it does draw me in. It's just the whole aesthetics of the horror paintings, and it almost gives you a freedom.
We went and called it an experience so you could interact with the sets, so to speak. You can take up-close pictures. So it's pretty cool. I think it's the best thing we've done, and we've built, 30, 40, 50 different haunted houses in the past. I think it's our best work yet.
Welcome down here.
It's going to be always changing, It's something, again, if you love horror movies, you really just need to come out and check out all the little props and the sets.
It's a real good tie-in with the store, so while you're here shopping, you can go check out Life Size Jason. Already looking forward to adding more killers in the experience.
You opened it.
Thanks for watching and tune in next time to FYI. Happy haunting.